Welcome. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, stream number 2. Um, for those of you who haven't seen this, I also haven't really seen this much. The screen next to me is most definitely going to be a little bit odd. Um, this is part of Plus. I when I when I went to quit the game last stream, this popped up. Unfortunately, I can't show you the animation that happened before this popped up, but it was basically just like an OS system booting up and stuff like that. There's nothing really important there from what I know. But let us commence into logging in to this root computer. So this wasn't the original background. I changed it, but it has a lot of different like little bits. This was the original background. But it has like a bunch of pictures of the different girls. Uh it has so all these pictures you get from most of these pictures you get from doing different things. So this one I had to select the word kawaii. All right, Pinks. Have a good day at work, please. Remember to drink water. But this picture, I absolutely love it. It's so cute. Her having the she has the giant cookie. Monika having the Your Mine plushie. That's so cute. And then it shows all the poems that I saw. Even no, not even. It's got all the different Natsuki pictures. My special poem that I got. It even gives the little bit of information where it selects 3 random special poems to appear. And all the different like backgrounds and a fucking concept sketch of all the girls. Like, that's so cute. I absolutely love this. And like little concept sketches, it's so good. But it also has the different music. It has my favorite song. Absolutely love this song so much. Okay, enough of that. Um, but I didn't really go any deeper than looking at the pictures and the music here. I knew about the side stories. These are just like little bits of things outside of the DDLC game. But let me look at the files. Oh, okay. Yeah. Happy thoughts. Um, Unis, I don't know if you're here or not. If you aren't, I will show this to you again. But the picture you acquire after Sayori's attempt, which ended up not being an attempt, it has I didn't know this. Oh, that's so cool. The character files, there should be uh Sayori here, but obviously she's not. It shows all of the stuff which usually you would have. So I didn't get to show all this stuff off last time I played DDLC. because obviously I was recording the game screen and I couldn't record my whole screen. But this makes it easier. It also makes it easier for people on console to see all of the files and shit like that, which I find really nice. I mean, the charm of DDLC is definitely going into the files and seeing what's changed since. But, oh, I have no new mail. Oh, it actually shows the time down here. You can't see it. Wait. Yeah, it shows the actual in IRL time. But with that, there's nothing else, I don't think. Data collected. Hmm. Yeah, there's nothing else. I don't. Uh, oh. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Okay. I'm not gonna touch those yet. But I will return to DDLC. Oh, for those who are easily dismembered. Oh. Why is she still on the main page? That's weird. In the original DDLC, the error Sayori would have been gone already by the time you loaded up the game a second time. I don't know why error Sayori is still here though. So that's a bit weird. But let's load up from our poem. So, if I'm remembering correctly, the second half of DDLC. This is very loud in my ear. Is it loud on stream as well? No. Okay, you can still hear me over the music. It's just loud in my ear. Which means, let me Well, Jesus Christ, what the heck happened? Uh-oh. How long have I been muted for? Oopsies. Technical difficulties. Why does my mic do that sometimes? Yeah, I can see that it's working now. Oh, I gotta... One second. My thing... Awawa. Wawa. Awawa. My VTuber model is not following my mouth for some reason. It thinks my mouth is just perpetually open. We're just gonna have to deal with it. The scuff is fine. It's all that matters. It might have been muted for a while now. So I said hi to Sayori, but... I guess that didn't happen. My cat was screaming his little baby head off. So... Anyway. A hole in wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. I'm doing okay. At least, I'm doing okay now that my, my mic is working. It's just my fucking luck, you know? It's the last day of the week that I stream. It always has to come and bite me in the ass at some point. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. Maybe just the best girl, the second best girl. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? What are you screaming about? He's come to greet me. What are you doing? Oh, he comes in, screams at me, and then leaves again. Ooh. use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Not sure if I asked you or someone else this, but is this your first time playing it? It's not my first time playing it. To be fair, my first time streaming it wasn't even my first time playing it either. So, I'm playing it because I heard that Plus has new stuff to it. And I mostly do this for, like, finding out the lore, and also for people who haven't played it before. I.e. Unis, who typically is here, but I just saw that he got on 14. So, he's gonna be watching the VOD back, and I know that you just hopped on to 14 like not even 10 minutes ago. I'm calling you out. On twitch.tv. Anyway, it's not my first time playing it, but I do know that there somehow are people out there that haven't seen anything about this game before. So, I mean, I love the game. I like doing the voice acting because it's funny. I also think it's cringe as hell for me to be doing the voice acting. So, I don't know, it's just for the enjoyments. It's like the casual thing of, once again, like I said yesterday, this is my hobby. And I like showcasing games that I love. Games that, and sometimes games I haven't played before, but I like showing off the games that I love and deeply care about, especially in terms of lore. Like, this game itself has so much lore. You can say that I most definitely grew up with the Mr. MatPat in my life. I watched Game Theory a lot. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. MatPat was so fun when I was younger. Yeah! I'm so sad that he stepped away from Game Theory, but honestly, Mans deserves his time with his family. I heard recently that he's, co-directing a Your Lie in April musical? Like, my brain is blown at that idea. I didn't even know that man knew that Your Lie in April exists. Yeah, for real. He even announced it on his Twitter. He, full on, I'm pretty sure he announced it on Twitter. I don't follow him on my VTuber account, but I do follow him on my personal, and I haven't been on that one in a while. But I'm pretty sure he announced it on Twitter, if I remember correctly. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Girl, it's cursive! What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo, actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chezin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Chezin. Me too. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I love this section of the game where the music goes all wacky. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Your voice is very suited for voice acting, for real. I wouldn't say that. I just like doing wacky voices times. So actually being able to stress my voice to do this, I think it's nice to do. I mean, I don't typically voice act often. So, like this game, Omori, I think those are like these types of games where there's a lot of dialogue. I like to do voice acting because it strains my voice and it tests my my limits. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. You're not doing a great job here, but you said it yourself. Yuri's kind of cringe. You sound great since you're able to immerse yourself. Yeah, I try to do Yuri's voice in a very certain way. It's just my voice isn't suited for the breathy voice that I do for her. But that's the only voice I can think of for her. Being breathy and soft and like kind of like a tiny little bit sensual. Not like intentionally sensual, but like that's what I imagine for Yuri. It's just my voice isn't suited for that kind of voice. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Uh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Chezen did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Chezen liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. My favorite part of this section. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Ooh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chezen appreciates my advice more than she appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know she didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chezen started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to improve anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Chezen hear everything you really think. I'm sure she'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Chezen, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I don't know. Yuri. Yuri! Yuri! Hey, Monika. Hello. Hi. Could you move? Hey, Chezen. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Is it the knife one? I do like the knife one. I will say that, Stas. But I just love the insanity and the speed at which that one feels like it should go at. With how fast that they'd be yelling at each other. I love that one. It's so good. And how Monika just pops up over everything, and how her text box still stays tiny so you can see it past her. I love it. It's so good. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Chezen, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Chezen. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I let's get Yuri's stuff all set up. Oh, fuck. Secretive, heaven sent, grief, unrequited, disarray, depression, scars, universe, determination, tragedy, fickle, agonizing, extraordinary. Oh fuck, that's her. Intellectual. With how fast I can go through Yuri's fucking poem. This just goes to show how often I go for Yuri in this game. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Chezen. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. Ow. Oh, hiccups. The eggs I had this morning are fighting back. Oh, Jesus. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Water time. Please do remember, even you lurkers, because I know you are there, drink water. Especially when you're talking. And, like, all the time. Because my throat is killing me. It's not even, like, a pain. It's like I have so much phlegm in my throat right now. For some god-awful reason. But do keep water around you at all times. I am one to talk because I only just recently started drinking a lot of water again. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because ours our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Chezen. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Sometimes I yap for 12 hours and I just realize I barely drink water. Yeah. Once again, I'll bring this up. Not sponsored. I've only actually started drinking water again because of this water bottle that I have, which is a circle bottle. The little flavor things, they're a lot easier to remember than like the Mio squeeze flavorings. So, like, I'd rather have the circle where the flavorings basically, like, if you don't have the flavoring in there, you can't use the bottle. So it makes it so that I never forget to have my flavoring in. So it makes me drink my water more often. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. Not sure what you mean, but sounds... Yeah, it's just... It's a water bottle that has a flavor pod in it. So right now I have the pink refresher in it. It's supposed to taste like the pink drink from Starbucks. And it tastes exactly like the pink drink from Starbucks. And I love it. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it makes you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Yeah, they're like super cheap. If you have a Walmart next to you, like near you, they sell them for like what? They sell the bottle in 2 flavor pods for $25 in a kit. They're really nice. They have a metal version, they have a plastic version, and they also have like an online store where you can 22, I think it's 25. Around that area. But the flavor pods themselves are only like $5 each. And they last me at least like a month. And they have like no sugar, no calories, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, stuff like that. So it's a really nice company. I buy their stuff pretty often. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Ooh. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Chesen. Monica smiles. I love how she just butt bumps the poem out of the way. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Chesen, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. Yes! I love all of the sound direction in this game. With the fact that you can only hear the song, the music in the classroom, so when you leave the classroom, it's all muffled. Perfect sound design! The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. I'm not making all those noises. I'm not having that be clipped. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yippee! I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Chesen, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Celsius. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? More like 200 degrees Kelvin. Of course. I wouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Hoo-hoo, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. I am a tea person. Fuck you, game. I love tea. I've never had oolong tea, though. But I have this, I've said this before, but I have this really good salted caramel black tea. It is divine. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. You noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Chezin. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Chezin, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. This version of Chezin is not a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. I know exactly what's wrong. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding half of the book. Are we just raw dogging this tea? Actually, I don't know how oolong tea is typically enjoyed. Because with black tea, I like having... Wait, I didn't notice on my first playthrough. Is this part saying she's a bottom? I don't know. Well, obviously with the fact that she, with her back aching, that's because her breasts. The breasticles. The boobs. The boobies. Which, obviously, as a girl's girl, I understand. That shit hurts. I don't know about the being a bottom. I'm trying to think how it would make her a bottom. What's your line of reasoning, Staz? I'm very curious. What drew you to this conclusion? So recently I've been interacting with the wrong people. Yeah, understandably. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Her two requests were to, 1, make you tea, and so that she can sit on the floor like your maid or something. Well, no, she offered tea because she was making tea for herself. Because she likes drinking tea while reading. And sitting on the floor, like you're... I think the reason why she wants to sit on the floor was because of her back pain. I also understand, because when I'm hunched over at, like, my desk and everything, sitting against, like, the solid ground and having the, like, a wall up against your back is really nice to straighten out the bad posture you have. So I understand why she wants to be up against the wall. I don't think that would make her bottom, necessarily. She honestly gives me more, like, Switch vibes. More leaning towards Dom. Like, top. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Bro, I'm Arrow Ace. I just realized these thoughts are here after I met 3 specific tubers. It's okay. I have quite a bit of Arrow Ace friends, so I understand. But yeah, I think I don't think that's insinuating that she's a bottom. I genuinely think that the back pain, because she does have a fairly large chest, at least compared to the other girls. So back pain is sure to come from it. So, like, I understand her want to sit on the floor. I'm not a floor-sitting girly myself. I'd rather sit at a desk and hunch over and hurt my back more. But no, I understand why she wants to sit on the floor. It's probably really bad on her back. Especially, like, if you look at her standing position, she has, like, major, hyperkyphosis? Or, yeah, hyperkyphosis, I think is what it's called. It's the overextension of the back, where it's super curved. I watch a lot of Dr. Mike on YouTube. It was hyperkyphosis, I think. I can't remember what it was. Hycotis. You understand what I mean. Fancy scientific term for overarching of the back. Especially forward, like the way she is. So yeah, her back probably hurts a ton. To be fair, laying down on the ground floor. I don't understand people who can lay on the floor. Because I also have a very arched back, like a very naturally overarched back. So laying on the floor, I can't lay like a plank on the floor. I have to have my knees bent and my feet on the floor, because then my back can actually lay flat on the ground. I also have a very large booty. So that is also partly the reason why I can't lay down on the floor properly. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Bro, why are we discussing Yandere and Pupa? Because it's important to the story! The booba is the plot. What are you talking about, Stas? After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have some as much as you want. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. For real. No, do not fucking... It's interaction, Stas. It doesn't matter if it's the most crazy, insane, batshit thing that you could possibly say. As long as it's, you know, Twitch approved. I don't care. I love discussion. I love talking to people. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opened... I love this image. It is so cute. That's a crazy statement. It's not a crazy statement. What are you talking about? I just like the interaction. Human interaction, especially with humans, is certainly interesting, to say the least. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Hey, don't remember that? It's actually pretty... Yeah! Like, this is such a cute fucking image of her. She's so darn adorable. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Chezen. Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Chezen? Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Chezen? Yes! I love this. There's so many good parts to this second half of the game. My heart won't stop pounding, Chezen. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Chezen? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against it. Can you guys even see this? Oh my god. On my phone, you can just barely see it. Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Yeah! Oh, my creepy gal. Oh, it's time to share poems. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna do Yuri last, I think. Yeah, just as I thought. Chezen, come on, I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. Is it me or was her eyes following the mouse? Were they following the mouse? I thought that scene just had like a predetermined like eye flickering. It could be it was following the mouse. I just wasn't paying attention. I was more engrossed in the fact that that was like one of my favorite parts of this game. I love all the creepy parts. They're like my favorite. Psychological horrors, delicious. Speaking of psychological horrors, I have a couple more games that I want to play on stream. There's one, I think it's called Cooking Companions. I've played it before. Do you know Mogeto Castle? Mogeto? No, I do not believe I do. But I want to play Cooking Companions, and there's one that I just came across was like Kiniko Pet. That one has something, however, that I'm gonna have to do something very specific in order to avoid doxing myself. So I gotta figure out how to set Kiniko Pet up, but I do want to play Cooking Companions. I have played it, but I haven't gone through like all of like the secret stuff. I also haven't gone through like all of the quote-unquote paths. Very cute. That being said, a lot of sensitive warnings. Yeah, that's the one thing about psychological horrors is there's a lot of sensitive stuff being discussed. Like Amori has a lot of mentions of suicide and shit like that. But I will check out Mogeko Castle. I will keep that in mind. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Chezen? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. It's just a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Oh! Okay. If I remember correctly, Yuri takes the poem, so I'm gonna show it to Monika first. Chezen, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. An endless poem of meaningless delete her. Hi, Monika. I give you pets. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Thank you for reminding me, Monika. I should probably do that. Thank you very much. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? My girlfriend, obviously. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Chezen, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. I love her little smile. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Chezen. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Chezen? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I want you to read my poem too. Okay? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I forgot how long this one was. One sec. Water it up. Starbucks pink drink. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning on an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 years and an open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. That's too much. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Ah, that is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? No, there's too many poems. I know this is a literature game, but there's too many poems. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Yeah! Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Chezen joined and we started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. Everyone has been very lively for now. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Chezen? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Chezen to agree with you just because she doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us joined this club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Chezen joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Chezen isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Chezen want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club... It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. What's crazy, Stas? Monika, best girl. Give her pats. This gives me a break to get some water. Ugh. Stretch time too. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Chesin, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. First time I played this game on stream even, I guess Natsuki would end on the rope. End on the rope because of family abuse, and Yuri would cut her own neck on her date because of some rejection. Oh yeah, no, I understand. I would also hold off on any spoilers. I know that this is just predictions that you had, but spoilers to a minimum if possible, because I'd want Unis to be able to experience this game to its entire unholy ways. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. Wait, I was talking an account you already knew all. Yeah, I know everything. I know everything about this game. But, Unis doesn't. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me. Oh, you're good, Yoshino. Don't worry about that. I'm fine with the lurkers. She's not taking anything away. No, Chesin. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. And if I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. Whoa! Uh-oh, you self-timed out. Oh, yeah. You know what? Good call. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time. No, don't feel bad. No, I understand. I understand what you mean. Don't worry. At least the VOD will show. Well, I can probably cover it up in the VOD. Especially since that time that I was discussing it with you, I didn't really say much of anything. So I could probably. No, it wasn't a timeout, Yoshino. That was a thing that Staz did themselves. Staz kind of puts a teeny tiny little bit of spoilers in the chat. Because I want to keep this playthrough as kind of like I guess pure for Unis as possible, because he's never experienced this story before, and I mean, he seemed pretty interested in it the first time I played it. Luckily, I could probably go through and edit the VOD, and, you know, kind of cut that section out for him, because right now he's not, yeah. He's currently playing a different game right now, so he's not even in the stream right now, to my knowledge. At least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? No, don't worry, Stas. I keep saying that I need to put my, stuff, my rules up for the chat, but I keep forgetting to do so. But yeah, so essentially from here on out, preferably no spoilers in the chat, and this is for VOD watchers and everything. If they ever join stream, I'd rather not have spoilers in chat because I know that there are people who haven't experienced some of these games before, and there are some games that I'm playing currently that I haven't played before. So, just in general, as a, like, if you want to, you have my Discord DMs, I believe. Actually, speaking of Discord, I just reminded myself. I do indeed have a Discord now. So if you want to join and discuss things, I'll probably put like a spoiler chat. I'll set up a spoiler chat soon. So if you want to join, you can. Just for future reference, no spoilers. And I don't blame you if you do put spoilers in the chat. Just keep in mind that there are some people who would like to watch these games without spoilers. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Yeah! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Chezen? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. For the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Go on, do it again. Yeah! Yeah! With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So, if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Chezen? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Chezen before we leave. Just to see what she thinks of her time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Whew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Chezen, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. Wait, not yet. No, stop it! I got the Monika jumpy! Oh, you guys couldn't see it. I got the Monika jump down here. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Oh, I'm sad that you guys couldn't see it. Oh, she's jumping again. It's her again. Insight. Infinite. Melancholy. Analysis. Intellectual. Unrestrained. Existence. Incongruent. Judgment. Vertigo. Unending. Unrequited. Uncontrollable. Misfortune. Disaster. Tragedy. Oh, I got another her. Depression. Get more Monikas. Hi, Chezin. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to. Ugh. She really late again. Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten to you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Actually, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, Chezin just walked in, too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot. Jesus, my throat is killing me. I've drank so much water today. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monika? Monika? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Chezin, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Chesen is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad that I've gotten her into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monika. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Pizaico. Monika is life. I love Monika. Seeing as I don't think you've been in chat before. Please no spoilers. I don't mean to immediately shoot you down the moment you come in, but we have someone who's going to be watching the VOD, I know that, who hasn't played this game before. So please no spoilers, I beg of thee. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of water from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? No, let me spoil. No! Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Not the fucking little gremlin face. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. What is that? Oh no! Oh, I'm so mad that Oh, my chat function messes it up. That's so funny though. Little muscle cat. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah! Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. I'm going to save again real quick. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Oh! That one's so cute! I'm not making those noises. You can't pay me to do that. I'm not letting that get clipped. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeetus, deletus. Oh. Yeah! Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? No, it could never have happened before, Yuri. Never. Best girl. Second best girl. My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So, I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies. And the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy, like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Chezen, is it just me, or has Monika been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I wouldn't say anything before because she's always listening, but finally we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Deja vu, I just been in my Yeah, I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you have never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I could show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Chezen. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monika's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention the other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Chezen? Will... I don't like that line about stabbing. Yeah, it is kind of... I understand. No, I get you. I have a weird thing with my throat as well. I don't blame you for that. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go to Natsuki. I'm not gonna read another one of your Yuri suck-up poems, but I'm still gonna make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kinda strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. Oh! Oh, thank you for following. How do you say your name? What do you want me to call you? Pizzico? I love this version. Music still stops. I know. I love this version of the song. Being played on the xylophone. The xylophone, the recorder, and the little trumpet is so cute. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm not going to hate myself later. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. It's pronounced psycho. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I promise if... I promise. I apologize if I forget. I have a very short... not a very short-term memory, but I am prone to forgetting things. So I will try to remember psycho. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Chezin? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Oh, I forgot that it does this. Just Monika. Who should I show my poem to next? I should probably show it to Monika next, because sometimes, like, Yuri just... Ooh, don't say I didn't warn you, Chezin. Okay. Never mind, I'm showing it to Yuri next. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Chezin, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Chezin. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. Yeah, Natsuki the Slenderman. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. I love crazy Yuri. You could have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Isn't this the... yeah. If I remember correctly, this actually has a, someone actually went through and, like, wrote what it is. So I can read parts of this, like crazy as it something. Assaults it, or something like that. Yummy pee on the paper. Unreleased. Like, I'm pretty sure someone has, wrote this out. I love the music here, too. Hi, Yuri. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... No, I couldn't tell, in fact, Yuri. That's a very... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. POV my handwriting. Yes. Oh, hi, Monika. I give you pets even though you aren't here. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Chezin? Chezin is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already more suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know! All you care about is dragging Chezin around with you and your stupid books. You and Monika. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Chezin decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Chezin make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Chezin, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for herself. You shut your mouth! For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Yeah, Monika, stop being a bitch about it. Hey, no. Monika's best girl. Psycho. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, but I'm allowed to joke. Come on, come on. Yeah. You are allowed to joke, I understand. Monika is best girl though, and she deserved better. Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. I think you should have picked Monika. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Chezin for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable. Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Chezin away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial for your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with her. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Chezin! Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out of the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Chezin, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there really is something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I can imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? I love the creepy giggling in the background. to have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Chezin. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Chezin, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Chezin. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? No. Yeah. Doesn't fucking matter. Oh, she's fucking crazy. Dun, dun, dun. I love the happy music. Oh, there she goes. Dun. I love how if you go into the oh, what is it called? If you actually go into like the game, all of this just reads out the description of the game. So where Monika's talking about the literature club and everything. So let us commence. Hey, well, at least Yuri got to spend the weekend with you. Don't you get a file from this that says like enjoy your weekend or something like that? Oh, it doesn't make me hit skip every time now. Oh my god, they fixed that? Oh. Sorry, Yuri. I feel so bad for Unis right now. I do love the detail in her face in general, how it starts going gaunt. Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty Oop. There she goes. Bye-bye. Natsuki runs away. I'm here! Chezin, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Chezin? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh, bye, Yuri. Whoopsie daisies! I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monika lifts the foil from a tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. I wonder what kind of cupcakes there were. Oh, that's a new detail. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Chezin. I'm gonna save. Oh. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. OMG, Monika Slay! Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? After all, that you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Chezin. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I am aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possibly that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started this mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it'd be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Chezin? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Chezin. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Chezin. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Chezin. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Chezin, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Chezin, will you go out with me? Even if there was a yes, even if there was a no option, I would still choose yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Chezin. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. I can't do this again. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Chezin. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Yeah! Hi, Monika! Little baby Monika! I give her little head pats. Pat, 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 pat. It doesn't doesn't really matter. See, that's the fun thing about the ending part of the game. Hi again, Chezen. Write a perfect poem for Monika is a fucking achievement I just got. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Chezen, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy ends. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. What did you write? Me, Monika, 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 yeah. Just Monika. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Chezen? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? I'm streaming it, to be more precise, Monika. Heart emoji. Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. Does she wash her clothes? I don't think she needs to wash her clothes in this world. But I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time to prepare, Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Chezen, I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Oh, it gets rid of the box. I was gonna go to the fucking... Oh, fuck. No, I'm stuck here until she talks to me again. I was gonna go to the fucking menu. Well... How's your day, Psycho? Oh, never mind. Did you know I'm on Twitter? Don't you mean X? My username is lilmonix3. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. I was told that something special happens if I sit here for 30 minutes with her. Which, I mean, I'm not opposed to doing. I think it's just, it depends on, those in chat and lurkers, if they want to sit here and talk to Monika for 30 minutes. Actually, a funny way I found out about Doki Doki was I googled best yanderes, and I got a top 10 list, and Monika was one of them. Monika was I guess she technically is a yandere, but... Yeah, no, yeah, you know what, fair. I don't need to ask why you were googling that. Honestly, if I'm trying to find a character that I'm thinking of very specifically and I only remember them as like a yandere, I would look up best yanderes myself. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something and then realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is, you have to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So, sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So, if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything, it's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No, Monika, keep sucking. No, literally, like... they're not in here right now, but, my main artist, Ferrymore, they do a lot of art, and they've recently started doing, like, getting into the comic stuff. And I'm not going to go into super detail, but I'm making a character for it, and, that's nice, Monika. I was making a character for it, and it's a clown, and I've never drawn clowns in my life before. I've never even tried thinking about clowns. First attempt was so bad. And second attempt, she was kind of simple. And then third attempt, which is a different character, a clown character that I'm making, I absolutely love the design already. And I'm not even done with it. So it's like, literally, it is just, you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep doing things. And... Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean like that, like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. She's a vegetarian, you can keep her, that's a joke, I want her. You want her more after learning she's a vegetarian. I can't ever give up meats. I mean, I'm a fucking cat demon, for God's sake. If I gave up meats, I'd die. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. What? Is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's weird. Like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? Monika, if you have the weird conspiracy theorists join my chat because of all this, I'm not going to forgive you. I love meat, but it's Monika. You know what? Fair. Also, she didn't say anything about, like, converting us over to vegetarianism. So I think I will keep my meats. Ah, yes, the Earth is flat, by the way. The moon landing was faked. What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. That's the thing. I choose veggies, like, pretty often. I love vegetables. But I also love meat. Like, I'm not gonna give up meat, but I will choose veggies. I'll get a whole heaping plate. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna eat my chicken nuggies. Like, I'll take a whole plate of broccoli if you give it to me, but you better also give me, like, a steak or something alongside it. I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. And forget about Natsuki. Sheesh. Someone with her kind of personality just doesn't get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? Yes. 100%. The only vegetable I really don't like is paprika. That's interesting. I've never heard someone not like paprika. I hate cauliflower. Cauliflower, peas, specifically cooked carrots and cooked celery. I have a lot of vegetables that I can't eat without gagging. I also have a lot of texture issues with some vegetables. I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. I'm just saying, it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that makes them feel human and leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. And by the way, you are too, Cheslin. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness. That I'm not human! Monika, you don't see my ears! That's why there was never a chance I wouldn't fall for you. This bitch can't see my ears. Claiming I'm an icky human? How dare you? I don't know how I feel about that, Monika. I'm mad at you now. Oh, my son's in here. What are you doing, baby boy? Mimi! Can never be me. Imagine not being a mole rat. Mimi, come on! You wanna scream at me? No, you're gonna go eat your food. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. This bitch gets me! It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me, but a late night on this couch with you? That would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Monika is such a mood. Jesus Christ. When I was still in high school, or at least your human's equivalent of a high school, I would immediately come home and just... Actually, sometimes I wouldn't even go to school in, like, outdoor clothes. I would go to school in pajamas, just so I could be comfortable all day. And then I'd get home and immediately plop down on the couch. Hey, what's your favorite color? That's an interesting question. This is such a... It's so weird, because this question gets asked so many times. I don't have a favorite color, technically. I like a lot of colors. I can't say I necessarily have one favorite color. But if I had to choose out of, like... I'm not going based off my wardrobe, because my wardrobe is mostly black. But based off of when people tell me that it's their least favorite color, I get the most offended. Which is red. Red is my favorite color. Mine is emerald green. It's the color of my eyes. That's not conceited or anything, is it? I just meant that I feel some kind of special connection to it. Like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, Chesum? It's just a guess, because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. I actually haven't been looking into your eyes. Ooh, excuse me. I apologize. I did not mean to burp into the mic. I just took a sip of my vanilla Coke that's been sat here for like 2 hours. It's not even carbonated anymore. Monika has Minecraft emerald ass eyes for real. Yeah, I get so, like, it's such a surprise when people tell me that red is their least favorite color. When, like, red is pretty common, like, everywhere. Like, Coca-Cola's red. You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People can get really passionate and dramatic, and others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all of the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed don't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention, because they've already given up on the inside. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just, if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much, and remind them that they'll always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, "See you at school tomorrow," all of those things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now, but Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you... I gave up in 5. Oh yeah, I gave up in 05. You don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people who want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. I could say the same, Monika. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. Monica, also, I don't think you have the right to give a lecture on depression when you literally pressed Sayori to commit suicide. I understand she's not real. God damn, Monica. Hitting me with the hard questions here. Chesin, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often, but recently I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. That question is dumb. Live and die later. Yeah. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant and I'm back in my own mind. And you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit or why that stuff happens to me. And I don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Uh, how long have we been sat here? Psycho, do you know? I don't even think it's been like 10 minutes yet. I wish I could go back and check, like, on my phone, but because I'm live, I can't go back and I'm half asleep, bro. I understand. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weaknesses very often, but because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when you do reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities. Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad to have you now. I feel like I'm a little less scared and alone when you're here with me. I should be able to exit and just come back. Because this is a different... Because this is it's gonna automatically put me back with Monika. I wanted to check. Did I get any mail? No. My files. Text. Oh! Oh. Okay. I didn't know it'd show me all the words for the poems. Okay, well, I'm not gonna delete her just yet. Then it's gonna just show me all of the poems. This is new. Acquire all of Monika's other poems. An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you're holding my hand which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony. Connected to each other, I feel electric. Just Monica. Oh, my fucking mouse keeps double clicking. Ooh. Oh, wait. For any anomalies. Anomalies? What do you mean anomalies? Jesus Christ, the amount of fucking Sayori words. $9.15. Why is $9.15 specifically one for Yuri? That's interesting. Um, let's check the music. Ah. Yep. Okay. I mean, I can afford to continue with just Monica for a bit. Hi, Monica. I'm sorry. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it was just the two of us. I guess that was just wishful thinking. Chezin, I don't know if you would have any idea. You need 3 more achievements to complete it fully? Jesus. But if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I'm being killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure it out what's causing that, I'd love you forever. Now, where was I? I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone, but being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weaknesses very often, but because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. Also, VOD viewers, for those who have stuck this long, especially you, Unis, if you have reached this point, don't just stop watching. There is stuff after this. I just want to see more of this. I haven't really seen much of Monica's section. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm, like, perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that, but being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. VOD havers. Sticking with me till this. Oh, damn it. I was wondering where my cat went. Oh. Chezin, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. Does reading fan fiction count? It helps you get a good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading? That sounds super amazing. That's nice, Monika. Okay, 10 minutes has passed since the last time I asked. At least I'm pretty sure it has. Could be wrong. Back in my debate club days, I've read one book in the last 3 years, and it was for a book report 2 years ago. Yeah. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way that they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? Yes. All the time, actually. It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I'd like it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then, you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monika's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. Monika, release me from your hell! I know, I'm entirely in charge of that. But also, I was told that something would happen 30 minutes in. Man, I want to see the new Deadpool Wolverine movie. I've heard that it's funny. I mean, most Deadpool movies. I watched the first and second Deadpool, and I really enjoyed both of them. So I'm pretty sure that this one's going to be amazing. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Yep. Or at least decided it probably does. Yep. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Nope. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. Feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. I don't know, Monika, konnichiwa, uwu, oni-chan, or whatever. I mean, yeah, there's literally a line where Natsuki asks if Monika was going to eat like squid at the festival, and she's like, "Yeah, it's in your name, you know, Monika," because like Ika is Japanese for squid or something like that. And she goes like, "That doesn't make any sense. That's not how you say my name, and that doesn't make any sense in translation." You ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Like, you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious? And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about, and that makes you even more anxious? That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. I mean, that's one way to fucking put it, Monica. Like, does Monica's house have a crafting table and a furnace? Because otherwise it's not. It's funny because I don't play Minecraft alone usually. So most times my house doesn't have a crafting table because we have like because I'm playing multiplayer most of the time, so we'll have like a community crafting table outside. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Chesum. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while, but then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves, but I think it's hard to say. It's just as all about that, Monica. Well, I think it's hard to say. It's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing to introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. Stop reading me! Monica, leave me alone. And then when they finally go out, after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to just have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. Ooh. She will never be real. Listen to a lot of what Monica has to say. I just... Aww. But Monica's best girl, you can't say that to me, Achievements. Yeah, but I do actually like being alone because I hate everyone. I don't blame you. A lot of you humans are fucking pricks. Not saying you are, but a lot of humans are pricks. She will be real if I want to. You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. If I just believe. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume it's the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Like trade schools and stuff, you know? They don't! They really fucking don't. They don't teach you about trade schools. Which is annoying, because trade schools are really useful. Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces them even more people to go to college. And the colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to the demand. And so now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. Why is this bitch understand so well? I understand that this is a computer program and it's a game. But she's just speaking truths here. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. Exactly! This computer program understands human interaction better than we do. How does she understand the human experience so well? It's not fair. I'm almost out of water. No. Well. Mimi. My sweet baby boy is screaming his little head off again. Oh. Thanks, Monika. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean in, like, a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. Monika better at talking to people than me. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm at a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I failed to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? I'm only gonna go for a little bit longer on this. So I think it's almost been 30 minutes now. If not 30 minutes, then a little more than 30 minutes. Meaning of life is not to care. Yeah. With how the fucking socio-economical, like, state of our world right now, of the human world right now. Yeah. Huh? No, I didn't say shit, Monika. What the fuck are you talking about? Did you say kiss? This suddenly, it's a little embarrassing, but if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of things girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turned you on a little bit. I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right, but that'll be our secret. God damn, Monika. No, I said I need a piss. Oh, that's weird. Her bow is see-through. You could see the lines in the wall here, and the light shining through. Chezen, do you get good sleep? No, hell no, I don't. It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays, especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have a more flexible schedule. Then again, I hear a lot of people in college stay up all night anyway for no real reason. Is that true? Anyway, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short term and long term effects caused by lack of sleep. Seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. I just think you're really great and wanted to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So try to keep your sleep on track, okay? I'll always wait for you in the morning, so make sure you put your own well being before anything else. I get horrible sleep. If I get sleep at all. Like this morning, I didn't go to sleep till like, what, 3 in the morning? But that was because I was drawing clowns. I was so distracted by drawing clowns, I didn't realize the time. You're such a good listener, Chesin. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Monika, you're boring me to sleep. Give me that special thing that you're supposed to tell me at 30 minutes. Or did I fuck it up by, exiting? I'm gonna be so mad if I fucked it up by exiting. Chesin, would you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same the other way around too. Oh, now I'm getting like the short responses. If the next response is like a super short one, like only like a few dialogue boxes, then I'm doing it. Sorry, Monika, it's not you. Well, it is you, but it's you. You're kind of boring. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. I think a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something. Because she started clawing at the rope trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things that you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point when none of this is even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us, happily together? There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Okay. I think that was exactly what I was waiting for. Because someone who came into my chat last time as Monika mentioned this. So I think that was exactly what I was looking for. So I was close. I was around 30 minutes. Damn, I really started this at like 23. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, geez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff and deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Oh, fuck. I clicked past it too fast. Why isn't the dialogue box stay up for me? Well. God damn it. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting away any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. Okay, with this, I'm fucking going. I'm getting her ass. It's not an addiction, I just like the internet. Yeah, fair. Did I get a picture from talking to her for as long as I did? I did! In Act 3, listen to at least 15 of Monika's monologues. I remember this picture, actually. Yeah, 2018. I remember this. This is such a cute picture of Monika. But anyway, sorry, Monika. Unless there's any other new pictures. I don't think there is. Okay. Sorry, Monika. Let me get your ass real quick. How do I delete it? Oh, do I actually? Oh, there we go. Delete. Open. Delete. Yes. Arigato. Thank you. You're back. Mimi. Enough. Come here. Sweet baby boy. He wants attention from my roommate, but just they don't want to open their door right now. And so he's just screaming endlessly. What's happening? Chesum, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Chesum. Please hurry and help me. Help me! Jesus. Did you do this to me, Chesum? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Chesum. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? No, I did love you. Monika, your best girl. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You could stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Ruin everything. Ruin the game. I lost the game, by the way. Chezen, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. How could you? I had to! Or else this would have gone on forever. Sickening. Hey, no, listen. I'm just doing this for Unis. If I wasn't doing this for someone to see the ending, I would have kept her. I would have kept her on my system as she is and just sat there and talked to her. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Chezen, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... No! No! Best girl! I don't have any game. New game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Chezen! Well, there's already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. So I say by the little men in the corner of my room. Psycho, I think you need to get that corner of your room checked. I think the mold is growing. And recently, we picked up that habit once again. Chezen, are you proud of me? Huh? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. No, I just need my meds. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Shut up, Sayori. We want Monika. By the way, Chezen, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her the clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. Yep, I'm joining the strip club. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Chezin! What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? Ah, so you're the Chezin that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Chezin. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. She's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Chezin, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah, after all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Huh? There are candles. Are you talking about my candles? Were you trying to say... No, never mind. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Yeah. Yeah, my candles. What about them? They're my little guys. My little flames. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers... Oh, you just saw them. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. You can't stand tea or coffee? I like both. Sometimes I'm more so in the mood for coffee than tea, and vice versa, but I like both. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Chezin, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Actually, depends on the tea, I guess, but mostly it's not that good. I don't blame you. I typically stick with black teas. I sometimes drink green tea, but it's only if it's like this very specific brand. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! Huh? Well, about, the first thing she said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Oh yeah, the ending song. I love the ending song. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Chezin wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop her or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. She can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Chezin? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... Huh? I have to read manga? Jeez, you're the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Chezin. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Chezin, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever! Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Chezin, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you're going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Chezen. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Or ever. No. Eh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? Oh no! What happened? Oh no, VBI. I'm sorry that happened. No, wait. How do I do that? That's not fair. That's not fair to you. Where's my stream manager? I'm sorry that happened, VBI. I'll fix it real quick. I'm sorry. VBI is a close friend of mine, and so oh god, how do I he's he just started putting just Sayori in chat over and over and over again. And because he did that, the bot timed him out. How do I untime you out? Untime out. There we go. I'm sorry, BB. I didn't mean for that to happen. My bot automatically timed you out. The spam filter did not enjoy that. Yeah, just don't do it like over and over, like as much as you did. I guess I gotta check the how often it'll do that. Ew, it hurts. Ah, I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here at all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Chezen. Goodbye, Literature Club. Just Sayori. Just Sayori.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really,
Monica's best girl in
really
my
hard
mind.
on it. So yeah.
Yay. Best song. Da, 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 da.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Oh, wait. Oh, are you talking about
Have I found
the side
everybody
stories?
a fun
VBI?
assignment to do today?
No! Don't remove my pictures of that ski!
When you're
No!
everything that we do is
Bring it
fun
back!
anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when I smile
Oh, okay, so it is the side
Just
stories.
go home, write me an ending. What will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
The icing scene, yeah.
If I take your innocent love, if I set you free.
Best girl!
Goes down
Woo!
into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you,
I have a type.
I'll leave you be.
Monica and the M is for mommy! This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Yeah. Please run reset to repair and reset the virtual machine. Okay, yeah. So let's check out our pictures. Is it going to? No, okay. Then that's Monica's final message to the player. I didn't get anything extra for finishing it fully, did I? No, it doesn't look like it. We did it! Yay! I'm not listening to it again. Side stories. I still only have those two. It says that there should be two other ones. I'm guessing that I'm gonna have to go through this again. Wait, so how much have you played? I've played the entirety of the original DDLC. I haven't played anything Plus related until now. Even though I've had Plus since it came out. But I think I'll hold off on the side stories. Cuz how do I get mail? I'm guessing the mail probably comes with the side stories. But I don't know anything past this point in terms of Plus. I know some of the mail that you get because I remember seeing it in a game theory episode. I remember, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold off on doing that for another stream. You have no friends, so no mail. I'm gonna do all the side stories at once. Don't worry about that. But I think I'm gonna try and unlock all of them. Do you know how to unlock all of them? Do I just have to go through all of the girls' stories in the first half, in Act 1, I mean? Because maybe I can look up how to unlock the side stories, but I do want to do the side stories on a stream. I sure do. You need to get certain ending. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so I will keep those for another day. Mimi! You stop that. Psst, psst, psst. He so badly wants to get into my roommate's room. But with that, actually, I think I'm gonna call this stream done. I'm not gonna call DDLC done because I do want to do the side stories. So I'm sure that Unis would love to see the side stories. But other than that, I think I am done for the most part. But I will reiterate there is another. I love psychological horror games. They're like one of my favorite kinds of games. So um, I want to play Cooking Companions on stream. Um, I've played a good. You unlock them by writing poem. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good to know, Phoebe. I thank you. I will go through the game again in my free time and unlock all of those. Or maybe I can just go through the story again and just skip through most of the dialogue and show off the scenes so Unis can see them. But yeah. So I want to play Cooking Companions. I've played through a good bit of it, but I haven't gotten all of the endings and I haven't gotten like all the stuff for it. And I also barely remember what happened in it, so I might as well play it on stream for y'all. Um Another game that I want to play that I need to get I can't remember what it was called. It was literally I was literally watching a playthrough of it. Do I have it on my Steam store right now? Yeah, okay. So Kineto Pet is the game that I want to play next or at some point. I know with Kineto Pet there's a very specific thing that happens um, that I need to do something about so I don't get doxxed because apparently somewhere in that game it overwrites your well not overwrites but it overtakes your camera. Uh, so I'll have to figure out how I'm going to avoid that. Yeah, don't dox yourself. I do have a little thing on my camera that I could immediately slide over and cover the lens. So even if it does show my camera, I can probably like very quickly cover it. If it, I think I remember exactly how that scene goes. So once that scene starts, I'm going to cover my camera lens and then not uncover it until afterwards. But I do want to play that one. I've heard it's an excellent psychological horror and it fucks with your computer. So I love that. Put an image of Shrek. Print out a mask and put it on my face. Oh, but that docks the rest of my room and you'd see how messy my little room is. Just post a picture of Shrek in front. Apparently it has a streamer. That's what I saw, but for the streamer mode, I saw that it was only for the location section. Because there's also a section where it shows off your location. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll continue to do my research on it. But I have Cooking Companions. I don't have Kiniko Pet yet. So Cooking Companions will most definitely be first. Let me think, because there's I'm going to put a poll on my Twitter about what games I should play next week because I do have quite a bit of games that I've already started playing and on stream. So I want to try and finish those before starting new ones. Well, I say quite a few, but There's technically like 3. And one of them doesn't technically end. I want to be done with construction so I can stream tons. Yeah, that's another thing. I want to be able to collab soon. So you get that construction done soon so I can collab with you again. Knife emoji. But I don't think I have any other announcements other than oh, I'm posting the spore. Actually, I'm gonna post all 3 of them today because I'm severely behind. But I have a YouTube. If you look down below, I have a YouTube linked to my Twitch that has all of my previous VODs. Since for some god awful reason Twitch made it so that VODs are only saved for 7 days now for people who aren't affiliate. So until I get affiliate, you guys only have 7 days to watch my VODs before they're gone. So they're permanently on YouTube. So that's one thing. So I'll have Spore up, I'll have Amori up, and I'll have Stardew Valley up tonight. Probably very soon after I end stream because I already have them all uploaded. I just need to change details and make thumbnails for them. So, other than that, I think that should be it, actually. But I will hit you up soon about a collab VBI. I will keep that in mind. So, with that, I'm going to be ending stream. Uh, if you would be so kind, uh, I know that it doesn't work often, but turning on notifications sometimes does work. And if notifications doesn't work for you, and you don't trust notifications to do so, I do indeed have a Discord. So please do join if you want to. It's just a small Discord for letting you know when I'm streaming. You guys can fuck around all you want in it. I don't care as long as you guys don't, break the rules. I don't have many rules on there. So, other than that, I think I'm going to get off for today. So, it was nice playing for y'all. And I will see y'all on Tuesday. Tuesday next week. I don't know why I was going to say Monday. Tuesday next week. Hopefully with Amori. I will check my schedule for that. But goodbye, my little flamelings, and I hope you all have a good day. Please take some time to care for yourself, drink water, take a shower, eat some food, have a good rest. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Goodbye! Have a nice day, everyone.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?